see if it worked.
So, what, are people going to hot join into AI bodies, or...?
Oh, let me move everyone to the bridge.
I've been abducted!
Yeah, it's always scary when he does it.
Good, that way we don't have just random people join.
PhD randomly join.
Everyone else is on the outside looking in.
And he does his stupid, in a world where there is only historical, when there is only history.
Better watch yourself, Leth. We're live.
One gamer will rise.
But yeah, how do people that haven't already join this? Like, would they become an AI?
They have to play as an AI. We've done it before.
Yeah, it's possible though.
It's not ideal. The last time we did that, it led to Tortuga and one of them being at war, and people got a bit salty about it. So, not in a hurry to repeat that.
Yeah, because, you know, if you join an AI that people already had their, like, design on, and then you play them in a totally different, aggressive against the person way, yeah, it does upset the balance a bit.
I don't blame you. I do not blame you at all, Tortuga.
Let's just restart. We haven't done anything.
We could.
Finish Jaeger is in the chat. Finish. I hope everything is going well.
I figured we were gonna have like 20 people with everyone asking to jump in.
Well, probably once you said that, they know it's an option.
Well, not anymore.
No.
We started.
God, the more people are in, the harder it will get.
You could just put
Sorry
it
to
in the
hear
same
that.
position I'm in, which is watching but and commentating but not playing.
Kind of the most interesting perspective. The one who... you're the voice of the people there. You can read out the chat comments. Now, I think we should just... This is more for the people who will catch the replay, if anybody, than for the people who haven't joined yet, because people haven't joined
It's
yet.
mostly just us watching, probably.
Yeah.
I'm not watching. That's lagging.
Apparently Finnish Jaeger has made comments, which I cannot read the start of.
That's okay. I understand. It was...
Something.
You don't have to actually read every comment. Chat's already intense, says Hunter Klukas. Welcome, Hunter.
Yeah,
Is Hunter one of us?
Too.
Hunter, are you one of us? I thought that only people in the game had joined the stream.
Will be a simulation.
Yes.
Oh, there's
indeed.
Dennis Avery.
Ah, Dennis, great. Yeah, so I should point out right away that I haven't had time to master this patch. I would consider this almost like a... Well, I guess it is a new DLC, but it's basically like a... Is this the biggest change Stellaris has gone through? I think it's bigger than when they changed hyperdrives and warp drive and all that.
It is.
It's close.
But yeah, it is bigger.
I would say it's the biggest one so far. So, to me, this is like the first, maybe the second real expansion. When they did the expansion, well, if they did the DLC that did the hyperlanes only, so you couldn't do warp drive or the other one, I think that was a pretty big change because there was a lot of other stuff that went with that.
Utopia was pretty big as well.
Which one was what did Utopia add?
Traditions and things.
Wait, what?
Oh,
we didn't
yeah.
have traditions
Oh, yeah,
before
yeah.
that? I can't even remember that.
Nope.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
that's a pretty big
Yeah,
change
there
too.
was a dark time before traditions.
Why is it that...
The game used to be so much shallower.
Does anybody else have like their icons at the top of the screen kind of like cut off?
No.
No?
Does it show that way on my stream?
No.
Like this looks like it's missing something.
Is your resolution okay?
Technically I'm streaming this at 1080, but I'm actually recording at 1440. But it
Yeah,
shouldn't
on the
be a
stream
big
it's
problem.
completely fine.
Okay, good.
I
So
can
this
still be
doesn't look like it's
fine,
partly cut off. This it looks like there should be a lens a little bit higher than I can go. Talking real talk, this is what the Stellaris patch has done. It's cut off the microscope.
Oh, yeah, okay. You know
20
what?
minutes
You're
later,
right.
we on
You
pause.
are like a micrometer cut off at the top.
I knew it!
It's
His
Game breaking. Send this bug to
so
Paradox right
minor,
away.
only you would notice.
Okay, alright. Well, we won't wait any longer. Let's go through everyone's... I'm just going to read down the list from Discord as soon as I get the list of people back.
Discord up.
So Air Terranian is just hanging out here. It doesn't have people. So Combat Wombat, why don't you start, describe who you're playing, and just tell me, so everyone else knows, where more or less your position is on the galactic map.
Alright, I am playing the Sildors. I am a pacifist spiritualist. I am at the 3 o'clock position near the core.
Very good. Leth, you're next.
Yes, I am playing as Econo Manufacturing Reborn for the new patch. We are space dwarves, and much how normal dwarves don't like to leave their tunnels, my dwarves don't like to leave their planet. So I will have to rely on robotic workers to spread across other planets. And I am located about 7 o'clock.
Alright, you're up, Lightning.
I'm playing the Foxy Technocracy. We're foxes. Let's see, egalitarian, you know, because we like egos. Let's see.
He's an egalitarian?
Yeah, egalitarian. I just like derp. We're also xenophiles. We like other people, and we're materialistic because we like research. We're not very good at researching. We're kind of slow, but you know.
But they like it.
Yeah, we really like
hobby.
it. And we're down at the like 5 o'clock, right on the inner core.
Alright, and you're up. What do you want us to call us? What do you want us to call you? Sionin? Or what?
Yeah, that's fun.
Sionin.
I'm playing the Ishni entity. I'm about 9:30 on the mat, and we're hoping to be a friendly fungus, but I'm getting the feeling that no one wants to be my friend.
Oh, I'm a fungus as well. Haha.
Fungus brothers!
Yeah, I'm gonna expand westward.
Except one of you is a filthy hive mind and the other isn't.
Are you a hive mind?
I am a hive mind, but that doesn't mean that I'm any different on the inside.
Actually, I think it specifically does mean that. It's the outside that you have in common.
Well,
I still want to be loved.
I'm playing the Shrooms of Unity and Peace and Love and Happiness. We are
Quite a long name.
Xenophile, Pacifist, and Spiritualist. I am playing as a Megacorp. So this is kind of a doomed playthrough. You know, none of our stream games ever make it to even mid-game. So this is a learning experience. I wouldn't take this as like the... I would say that if you're looking for somebody who knows what they're doing, you'd probably be watching someone else stream right now. I don't. I'll be relying on this panel of experts assembled here to give me advice on what I need to do. So...
Talk about the blind being led by the blind.
Well, I mean, it's more like you guys have just really, really bad vision.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure.
Well, I've been playing since the patch release, non-stop, so, you know.
I've been playing on and off.
No, I mean, still, even if you've been playing non-stop, you haven't even been playing for 12 hours yet, so that's not that much time with it. Well, let me actually do stuff which I was waiting to do on camera, but... Ooh,
One day we will unpause.
Yeah, exactly. We'll get there. You guys said that actually having energy is going to be a real problem, right?
Yes, it's weird. I think for a megacorp such as yourself, it won't be because you have tons of trade value and branch offices and stuff.
Uh-huh.
Like, getting energy is kind of the megacorp jam.
And you can use it to buy other things.
Yeah. Like, if you're struggling for energy as a megacorp, I think something's gone wrong.
Or you're too big.
Now, I think I also took... Where are my damn traits? Are they... Oh god! It's all changed! Okay, here it is. People,
You're so lucky that you got powered exoskeletons first.
Species,
I did
there it
not
is.
get that.
I have...
Real quick.
Yeah, I'm in Genius, which gives me energy credits. Okay. Alright, well then that's that. What do you start off doing on your planet nowadays?
It's pretty much the same thing.
Yeah.
So just remove tile blockers?
Don't have really enough to upgrade or do anything on your planet right away. Like
Okay.
you can't instantly build anything in this one.
Just grab your space-bound resources.
Yeah. So something with your construction ship. The stations seem to have gone from costing 90 to 100.
I think it costs something else as well.
It's the minerals.
Oh yeah, it's just minerals. I'm thinking
Yeah,
of outposts. Outposts actually cost.
Yeah, they cost alloys now,
Yeah.
which are made from minerals. But
Dennis
minerals are now
Avery.
more important.
Dennis Avery says we have a Mormon, a Bill Gates, a manufacturer, a priest, and a lover wanting a hug. I don't even, I'm trying to figure out who's who from that.
I feel like I'm the hug.
Who was the? I think that was correct. Yes. Well, not, unless it's me, because my name is Shrooms of Unity and Peace and Love.
I don't
and
think I'm in that
happiness.
list.
I didn't see a fox. Are you considered the manufacturer?
I don't think so. We're a
I think that
technocrat.
might be the space dwarfs.
I think I'm ready to unpause, but I do want an explanation of this planet stuff as we can unpause, but as we go, who knows the most about this? When do I click on something and do something? Because I used to know that when it was just simple tiles.
But basically, the way it works is, say, in the planet screen, you see how you've got like the pictures above the
Yeah,
like,
the districts, right?
numbers. Yeah, you actually click on those and you'll see it pop up on the right. That's how you build more districts. You actually click on. The
Okay, I
pictures.
see it.
So if you hover over it, you'll see that that creates more of the basic jobs of that style. So generated district will give you whatever your job name is for that. The main district, the city district, is for just a lot more housing for population and infrastructure. So
Now, I have a question. What does this
Yeah.
trade value thing actually do?
It does a multiple of things. I believe you go to edicts, or is it policies?
Because it's not a... I don't see it as a resource. Is it a resource at the top?
It kind
it's
of is.
generated from your jobs and your populations, so it's kind of generated from the people and workers itself.
So I see
But you
trade
can
value of...
dictate how you use it.
I see trade value of 38. Is this something which is being stockpiled, or is this a static feature like...
No, I think it creates money.
If you go to your policies, you can look under trade policy, and that's what you convert your trade values into.
Oh god, what's... Okay.
I can look this up, or I can try anyway, seeing as I'm not in game.
By all means. Which policy?
Trade policies.
Yes, that makes sense. Wealth creation, consumer benefits, or marketplace of ideas. Got it.
Construction complete.
Very interesting.
I also hope you don't mind, but I did unpause.
Yeah, that's perfect. I mean, we're just kind of moping. Like, do you already know all this stuff about the plans, Leth? You know what you're like? What's your?
Not super well.
So I know
but-
that my current population is 28. My number of jobs is 28. So technically, does that mean right now building another building would not even provide any benefit because I don't have any people to
No.
work it?
You need people
Yeah.
to work in it for it to actually give you any
So-
benefit.
So this is a good point. We already know that you shouldn't build a new building until you have somebody to work in it.
So the pop symbol with the hat is how many available jobs there are, and then the other one is just how many people there are.
Right. So you don't want the number. You want them to always be basically equal.
Yes and no, because if you have more people than jobs, or if it's overcrowded, I believe it can cause emigration to your other planets.
It also generates crime.
But what happens if you have, for example, more places for them to work, like more jobs than there are people? You just have a building which is generating maintenance but no benefits?
Well, it depends. Like, some of the jobs could be worked while not all of them are filled, so it could be giving some benefit. Like, if it gives 3 jobs, but you've only got 1 pop free.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
But if you have a building which has 2 jobs and you have 2... I mean, if you build a building while you already have the max number of... Sorry, equal number of pops and jobs, it provides no benefit.
Not until people grow into it.
Okay, good. Just trying to pin down the exact
But,
min-max things, right?
If you go into population, then
Construction
click on, say, your workers, you can actually use the pluses and minuses on the right to kind of set priority to try and shuffle the workers around. I feel like it's not a great system at the moment, but you can try and shuffle stuff around to prioritize if you need to.
How do you do that? Oh, the population? Got it.
Yeah, so click on population, and then literally click on like one of the worker bars, and you'll see all the types of job that class of worker does.
I see. Okay.
Some interesting things in the whole trade value and trade routes.
Yeah, I'm still not super confident on how the trade routes work. But I'm hoping I'll figure that out as I go.
Trade values represent the wealth being generated in a system.
System
say, by
survey
resources
complete.
It's
And
not
then,
so complicated.
And
Well,
I
then
think
you build stuff to kind of exploit that, which is like taxing and stuff. The idea of trade routes is once you've done this, you have to.
Welcome, No Name.
Well,
From Sabouts' community. Oh my gosh.
I think the best thing to do is funnel all the trade pad back to your capital.
You have to funnel it to your capital. You don't have a choice in the matter.
Yeah, so the other planets you build, you're gonna want to funnel it all back to your capital.
I still don't understand. Trade value for me is just a means of making money. So it's just converted to energy then.
It's as
You have a trade value. You need to exploit it, and then you have to route that thing back to your capital. It's yeah.
You can dictate how you spend that by either extra consumer goods or Unity, or just straight up cash.
You actually draw the trade routes yourself. It seems you do it manually between systems. You don't have to do a trade route within a system, however. Here's something interesting to note though. Piracy will emerge along trade
Welcome,
routes.
Captain Flack. No Name, were you the one I was talking to about doing airships with Sabouts multiplayer? I don't know if that was with you. Because I don't know how we would do multiplayer. Leth, you did multiplayer in airships. How is it possible?
In fact, me and Sionin did multiplayer airships together.
It's just basically PvP, and you just mash different designs together, right?
Well, there's that, and you can both play on the campaign map as well.
Oh, really? You can do a conquest map together?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because it's a real-time game. Basically, it's like if one person clicks fast speed, it doesn't go to fast speed until the other player also clicks fast speed.
Ah, I see. So if I just pause the game constantly, Sabouts can't overrule me? Perfect.
I worry about you.
You can't beat me if time doesn't move.
Exactly. It's like every city but one of yours is taken, you're like, I refuse to unpause. We'll call it a draw.
You have to go to sleep? Sounds like a draw.
Your internet can't hold up forever. You're gambling against time. So I guess I should look at the traditions as well. I suppose Discovery has changed.
Discovery is slightly different, but domination is completely changed. Think of it more like communism.
The weird thing about the way they changed the exploration one is that they didn't make it. They didn't like nerf it. They just changed it. The Discovery used to be you'd get one of them gave you a better chance of discovering anomalies, I think.
It still does, I think.
No, you get anomaly research speed and survey speed increase. So they changed that so it's not as powerful of a buff to your science ships, but you now get a science level cap increased by 2 by using this.
What is it? Say, I'm sorry. You get a science level cap of 2 increase from using what?
Your scientist from Discovery, your scientists can now get their level cap increased by 2.
Oh, okay. I see that one. Yeah.
So that's pretty good, especially since that counts. Your explorers are also scientists, which is useful because if they get really high level, then they can blaze through some of the harder anomalies.
Assist research is also unlocked by default as well.
Huh. Very interesting.
And you build everything in the shipyards again because I think they realized that it was dumb to have it separate.
Dumb. Well, that's one way of putting it.
Tedious, annoying.
I didn't really notice the difference, frankly. Build it here, build it there. I gotta click the same number of buttons.
Build it everywhere.
Speaking of tedious, do we want to kick it up to speed?
I was waiting for everyone to kind of get settled in a little before I did, but I will.
Oh,
Yep.
well,
Let's pause. Well, this is too fast for me. Pause.
Construction complete.
Too late now.
So you're saying that after... Oh, I get this trade good without building something on it. I have a system of trade goods and it just automatically happens.
Some
System
systems
survey
naturally
complete.
have them.
And once you occupy the system with like an outpost, you just get that trade resource. You don't have to build a mining
exploit
station.
it, but you still need to like funnel it back.
But how do you do that?
So
You create your own trade routes.
yeah, star bases.
Construction complete.
If you click on a star base right now, and then go to the buildings, the trade route building, if you build multiple
God.
of it, it kind of radiates out
Construction
from
complete.
star
I have to build a
bases.
building.
Buildings are scary.
Manager jobs? No. What? What building do I build?
I believe he's talking about the trade hub building.
Yes.
yes.
Trade hub. Trade hub.
So if you
No, what I mean is I have to build a building because I have a population has just developed, and I
So-
have more people than I have.
One of
workers.
the things people have been building that I've seen is they
Situation
build
log
another
updated.
alloy building, which converts your minerals into alloys, which makes it so you can build ships faster.
All right, I'll do that. I'm very easily swayed one way or another, but I
Also
currently have
don't-
one
I've
unemployed
noticed
guy,
that.
and I'm getting
Yeah, don't-
warnings, and
yeah.
it sounds terrible.
don't just try to build buildings though. Don't forget to build districts.
Ah,
And
yes,
this
that's
is
true.
for your population.
Yeah.
That
Because all districts
that would've
give
been it.
housing, but the like city districts give the most housing, and then housing and population.
Where do I see my housing?
So your housing is underneath the pops. It will show you how much you've got and how much is left available.
Oh, so
So
the,
then-
the green is how much I have left available?
Yes,
Yes.
and if you hover over it, it will
Got
give
it.
you the breakdown.
Same for amenities,
Yeah.
which is the thing that looks like a bunch of smiley faces and some music notes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Districts. District 9.
Yeah, that can't go wrong.
Well, I'm having Quill's luck as far as neighboring systems. At least on his most recent playthrough with Mom Corporation, which, by the way, he did not play as Mom's Corporation at all. Mom's
He
not.
did. That really annoyed me.
It is not at all. I don't think Mom's is pacifist whatsoever.
No, she's not.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking that's militarist, not pacifist.
Yeah, she comes out and destroys anybody who opposes her.
So,
Her
Lightning
billboard
Dragon,
fires a laser.
Uh-huh.
I actually need your advice. So, I have some planetary features. I'm guessing these are related to resources I'll unlock later, like crystal, gas,
Oh, yeah, because you're a
and
Gaia world.
moat.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
so, those are like your stage 2 resources, and you use them for high-tech buildings. So, for example...
Yeah, so those are good.
Yeah, for example, your research labs, to get an upgraded version of resource labs, you need, it has an upkeep of like the gases. Your alloy foundries, I think when you get to tier 2 versions of those, they use moats. Civilian industries, which is your infrastructure, your civilian
Howdy, Waidstar.
equipment, that one uses the crystals.
Oh, we got Waidstar here again? Jeez.
Yeah. In fact, he said, no, not this again.
I guess he's burnt out on Dominions. Has to escape and go watch some Tortuga streams.
It's a really low.
Speaking of Dominions, Sionin.
Only if you can actually figure out how to play the game and teach me.
I know how to play Dominions. Not amazingly well, but I know how to play it, like the basics.
All you need is some basic understanding of 4X and about 300 hours to learn all the spells.
System
There you go.
survey
It's the
complete.
spells that I think
It's just
Fiona
insane.
mainly has a problem with.
This
We
is
can
the
always
spells
play,
that I have a problem with.
Conquest of Elysium instead. That one doesn't have as many spells.
You mean cut myself Elysium?
Yes. The game where you can lose within 2 turns starting the game because a bear attacked your capital.
A bear.
Yes. Or a pack of deer.
Can I... This trade policy, can I trade it? Can I change it often?
I think it's every 10 years.
Oh my god, that's not good.
Yeah, most policies have a cooldown like that.
Yeah, they all have the same cooldown.
I'm gonna go for Marketplace of Ideas. Let's do it.
Construction complete.
Unity is always good.
Indeed.
Construction complete.
I swear every anomaly I find is like level 8. What in the world is going on?
Every
Ah,
anomaly,
it's
so...
giant ships.
Yeah, that's...
I can't do any of them.
Anomalous?
Ah,
I don't really know my Roman numerals. What is VIII?
it must be 8.
8.
Okay, so that is 8. Okay, I guess I do know my Roman numerals because my assumption was that's what it was. Okay, I guess it is.
Basically, V is 5, and you're adding any I's after that, it's basically adding 1 to it.
Okay.
The conversion is when it's
Construction
right before the next
complete.
one. So like 10 is IV or IX.
Yeah, which means basically it's 1 before 10.
Teaching a man how to count on stream. Nothing could be more interesting.
On a stream about a sci-fi future, yes.
Well, I mean, I spent an hour at work yesterday just talking to my brother about Descartes, so I mean, we could go much more boring.
Believe you mean Descartes?
Oh, God.
Frosty says, good times to be a gamer, so many good games. Speaking of which,
Complete.
I know nobody here is I mean, the Stellaris crew is a very different crew than the Cold Waters crew, but I've been looking at this game, Dangerous Waters. It is a hardcore submarine simulation.
Yes, get it.
I have
So
that
the
one.
Dangerous Waters is fantastic. Well, okay, it's good,
System
but it's...
survey complete.
Well, okay, actually, it's just alright. But
It's it's moderately good.
Okay. It's a good game.
So if I was to explore near this Celibus Shroud, what? Where would I explore? Near the black hole? Near the... I'm not sure what this is.
so-
Neutron star?
You don't mind aged graphics.
I
it's
am
terrible
between
watching
2
it.
black holes directly south of the
A lot
shroud.
of fun.
Between 2 black holes. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm wedged between that. Some very natural geographic borders.
Wait, observation post. What?
There's primitives.
Oh. That was probably one of those pop-ups I got.
That you immediately ignored, I'm guessing.
Look, I mean, when you're going at fast speed, man, you're flying by the seat of your pants.
Oh man, fast
I was
speed in
playing
Stellaris. Stellaris is a game where I feel like it can't go fast enough sometimes. Like, man, come on.
They
Oh, yeah,
didn't
like-
the jump drive for that reason.
I found a system that has just alloys naturally as an income.
Wow.
Yeah. So that is a thing, apparently. Just kind of.
Yep. Same
Oh,
with
finish his back.
metals and gases and stuff.
Watching streams on mobile is not ideal. Dude, especially because this is 1440, already condensed down to 1080. So it's gonna be like pixels.
Have mercy on people's phones, man. What are you doing?
The problem is, I didn't want to make us restart the game just because I hadn't gone to windowed mode before I didn't know I was going to stream
System
this.
survey complete.
We didn't know you were going to either.
Yeah, spontaneous. But I thought about it and I was like, well, what would I do if I was as excited about this update as I am? I would probably go watch somebody stream it. And, well, I mean, if they don't have anybody better to watch, they're probably just very lazy and haven't looked at all on YouTube because I'm sure, or Twitch. I'm sure there's, like I said, hundreds. I'm guessing hundreds of people streaming Stellaris at this point. I guess we could go to Twitch and it'll actually give you a count, won't it?
I was about to say.
Anomaly found.
So let's do it. Air Terranian, you're like our research assistant. Can you go to Twitch and see how many people are streaming Stellaris right now?
Well, let's try.
This is awesome. I'm so glad Air Terranian's here.
So, Lef, when you hosted, did you give us starting planets, like secure?
I gave you one guaranteed.
Okay.
I'm just typing in Stellaris and seeing how many results I get.
I haven't found mine yet.
Construction complete.
There are over 1,368 viewers of Stellaris.
Oh, really? I thought it said... okay, well that's actually...
That's what I'm guessing with the number of...
Yeah, so maybe
See,
you're doing it
live-
the right way. Seems like it might be less than I thought. I was gonna guess hundreds, but at least 100, but now I'm not sure.
Stellaris definitely has the largest, the widest fan base for a Paradox game, but that's still a low bar because Paradox games are fairly niche.
Hmm.
Anomaly found.
Damn it.
Research concluded.
Stay a while and listen.
Stay a while and listen.
System survey
on.
complete.
About 100.
Ah, I was right.
Every dog
Sure.
has its day.
Yeah. Even a broken clock is
The
right
spirits
twice a
have
day.
granted us new wisdom.
But often not.
Ooh, an abandoned gateway. Oh. It's not just any gateway.
Is it an L gateway?
It's an L gateway. Hey, well, good luck with that, Lef.
God, I always end up near one of them. Well, to be fair, yeah.
Us.
And sometimes there aren't gray blobs, so we'll just have to see. Sometimes you luck out and there's nothing hostile on the other side at all. So, just have to see.
Well, how's everyone feeling about the patch after playing for our first 30 minutes?
Been more like
10
10 hours for me.
Anomaly found.
Better than the old tile system.
Yeah, I don't know. So, the planet management... I'm in the process of trying to make a very in-depth review of Stellaris versus Distant Worlds Universe
Construction
versus
I do think
Aurora
it's
4X.
slow.
And when you compare those three, the planet management of Stellaris is just... it's never going to hold a candle.
It's a lot better
do
now.
think-
95 actually, Tortuga.
Ah, okay, thank you.
I
No
do
Name
think
said
it's
it's fun
slow.
dropping in.
The
Yeah,
spirits have
well, thanks for
granted
dropping in, No
us
Name.
new
I
wisdom.
think this is the first time I've seen you on a stream, so... I'm not really an expert on this, so it's not really my bread and butter.
Here's something you should know, by the way, guys. You can't actually make trade routes between different factions, between different nations.
Construction complete.
You can't?
All your trade routes are internal. At
Oh,
least as far as I can see.
When you
trying
make
to
a
change the
agreement with
rules,
somebody, you share some of their trade.
Oh, okay. That's
So
fine
it's a
then.
good idea to perhaps consider guarding them at some point because piracy will spawn along them. And
Yeah.
more profitable is.
You have to do, like,
imagine-
patrols or
Anomaly
something.
found.
Which just really
Oh.
brings back terrible memories of EU4 and Pirates spawning and Heartsfire 3 and Rebels spawning, but hey, you know, if that's the way Paradox wants to play this, sure. We can go back to this old game.
I like this the change that we can now have trading so on, which you now draw yourself. So yeah, with extra creativity. I just wish they'd allow trade leagues to form, but
No Name, that's funny because I did notice that Ghost is like like 95% of the posts in Sabouts is content sharing. Maybe I'll do something with Ghost one day, and then it'll be a collaborative effort.
Are you ever gonna do something collaborative with Battle Group Gamer, the person that that constantly posts in yours?
Anomaly
Yeah, I
found.
think I was considering. So I don't know what I'll do for the next
System
Rule the
survey
Waves
complete.
campaign, but I think Who's our most recent addition to the armor crew? Oak Tree.
Anomaly found.
So I think Oak Tree. Oak Tree, didn't I see you in? Didn't I see Oak Tree in the game chat
Construction complete.
for this?
He mentioned something in one of them.
Anyways, Oak Tree. I was considering, just including some people from my Discord on some kind of succession series with Rule of Waves. I just haven't really thought about it. How would it be successful? Is it really a good idea? I don't know.
The French series was fantastic.
Oh man, I just found a
Yeah, but those were
3
3 dedicated streamers not streamers, but content creators.
Although, check it's not like our holy world.
Well, it does have some aliens living on it.
Oh, then it's probably one of the event ones.
Could be a sanctuary or whatever.
It could be a Lethington.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that, there's some nice worlds.
Yeah, that's the
Oh,
point.
yes, that is probably me, actually.
Come on, Frosty, that's not very polite of you.
I did encounter an alien species. I should have assumed that it was lightning.
Okay, I have a question. If they were trying to reduce the tedium and the whatever, why didn't they just give us automatic exploration right away?
Well,
Couldn't there be? There couldn't be anything more in line with their objectives than making automatic exploration something you don't have to research, which I've never seen before in a game.
Yeah,
Clever
for whatever
idea, mind
reason,
you. I'm not saying it's not a clever idea, but I don't think it fits with their the direction they're trying to take Stellaris.
for whatever reason, they really wanted the exploration to be very involved early on. I don't know exactly what the reasoning behind that is, but
So maybe they could implement
Alright,
something like
Oh.
send out a bunch of probes
Cooperation will
to
benefit
nearby
us all.
with we should do partial survey to an extent and
are you only one system wide?
No, right now, yeah.
Anomaly found. Anomaly found.
Oh, there's
I found my expansion world.
an 8.
System survey complete.
What? What was that?
I
System
found a
survey
tier 8 just like
complete.
you.
Oh, yeah. It's a lovely club, isn't it? The I can't research this anomaly.
Yeah, not for like
Well, you
50
can.
more
It'll
years.
just take a long time.
Yeah, but it'll still take 50 years.
Diary 127. 127.
Righteous. What the hell is righteous?
Crime minus 25 on plan.
Woo!
Person is in charge of.
Got it.
Yep, because I have the same thing.
I'm not sure if Finnish is still listening, but yeah, planet size is still a thing. It dictates how many sectors you can build.
How do I get more influence?
Good question. I'm wondering the same thing. That's definitely my bottleneck
Feels
right
a
now.
bit slow. I spent all this time, into building a second construction ship, and neither of them are doing anything.
Building outposts feels really expensive early on.
Yay, Finish is still there. Not that we demand you're here, but we are honored by your presence.
No, he's required to be here.
You're required to be here.
Okay. What type of world do the foxes live on?
Ocean.
What does the fox say?
No, you're not bringing that back.
I hadn't seen it until like 6 months ago.
Of course.
Situation.
I turned down an option to give me more influence. You know, one of those whatever anomalies that you can either persist in or you can just say forget about it. I'll take the influence. Well, there's really an incentive just to take the influence now.
There's a level 8 anomaly, or freaking
Anatomy?
Anomaly found.
It's an enemy, I think. Is what he meant to say.
Yeah.
No,
An
it's an
enema?
I have a level 8 thing on top of the planet I can colonize, which means I can't colonize until I research the level 8 thing.
Because it might be horrible. It might turn out the planet's actually a gas giant or something. You never know.
Actually, it's a really crappy planet. It's got so many tile blockers on it.
Yeah, but it's your planet.
It's
type.
my crappy planet, yes.
Yeah.
Invading heretics.
Also, it's the only planet I saw on my entire trip all the way out to you, so.
Oh. That's sad. It's a
Mhm.
very lonely galaxy, isn't it? Doesn't
Oh,
affect
alright.
me at all.
Evading heretics. That's always what I want to hear.
I think that means you're evading enemies.
Construction
spiritualist
complete.
fanatic.
Well, it's better than not evading them.
He's got you there.
I don't know, does he? Does he really?
Anomaly found.
First tradition done.
Already? Jeez.
Tradition. Tradition.
Construction.
Yeah, it is
complete.
pretty fast.
Why is it you start off already having a slight fleet? I mean, at this stage of the game, no one's expecting to be fighting anyone or anything because there's no one that you know of to fight.
Well, technically, from what I know from the people that play this game competitively, you know, the weirdos, the strategy was before this patch at least, you would build corvettes as soon as possible, and the moment you discovered someone, you would just declare war on them right away and swarm them with corvettes.
Talking about from a narrative
Anomaly
perspective, I mean,
found.
imagine this.
Oh,
you're
yeah,
just
sure.
exploring other stars. You don't know if there's alien life out there.
Yeah.
Why are you building warships?
Well, I mean, I guess just internal measures, security.
Just in case there is one.
I think it's more of a security. If you're playing it from a role-playing perspective, you probably would just do it for security.
You know, I just
Yes.
realized your emblem is a giant skull, Tortuga. I don't feel like your people are actually that loving.
We are shrooms of unity and peace and love and happiness.
Are we the baddies?
Guys, what the fucking bad guys?
Anomaly found.
I don't know, what makes you say that? Oh, I don't know, we just have skulls on everything?
What? That's just a mushroom, a deformed mushroom. Our people
Oh,
look
yeah.
beyond looks, so we've made it our emblem.
So by beyond looks, you mean, like, you've got skulls of your dead laying around everywhere?
Well, they're mushrooms. I don't think they have skulls.
That's fair.
A new faction.
Yeah, I also just got my first faction.
Me too.
It's on the
that
timer.
What's research agreements?
Wait, what are you doing?
Your fleet power apparently is overwhelming.
System survey.
I only have 8 ships.
It's better than
That's more
power.
than me. I have
overwhelming.
3.
System
A
survey
planet,
complete.
a desert world.
That is like the worst possible result for an ocean-dwelling species, isn't it?
Probably.
So wait, you're telling me we found a new world? Yes, sir! What's it made out of? No
Sand.
water! Oh! That's less
Oh,
than
no.
ideal.
We have lost air.
Oh no. I hate sand.
Yay, automatic exploration.
Because it's coarse and rough and gets everywhere.
Yeah, exactly. See, you understand.
I mean, I'm a furry species, so you know that sand it gets into the fur and man,
This
it's hard
does
to
not surprise me.
it's hard to wash out.
Special project complete.
Oh, yep, found that L gate. Oh boy.
Congratulations. There's also dark matter there.
Well, that's actually pretty good then.
So, these consumer goods that I'm just accruing
The
and
spirits
accruing,
have
what,
granted us
what do you
new
do with them?
wisdom.
They're for your population. If they don't have them, they get kind of upset.
Can they be sold on the market?
Yes, they
Anomaly.
can.
Yeah, I hope so, because
Ooh, okay, I like that.
I think alloy is the most expensive.
That doesn't surprise me.
I think it's a 4-to-1, and consumer goods is like a 2-to-1.
billion fabricators. Oh, so it's just really good artisan building.
I accidentally spawned a fanatical purifier next to me with an event.
Oh, lovely.
Oops.
Well, on the
Is
bright
that
side,
what
at least.
you're gonna say to the tribunal when you meet them? Oops.
It was an accident, I swear.
My bad.
Could have happened to
Okay.
anyone.
So, how actually do you create these trade routes? Like, how do you?
They're automatic.
Oh, it's just automatic. Okay.
In the bottom right in the map mode should be.
Oh, perfect.
The little arrows.
Okay, I've got one now. Sweet.
Yeah, so you can see where it's going, and you can also see like the values if piracy's kind of ramping up there, so you can kind of see the status of it.
I believe you can manually redraw it.
Clerk
But it's
jobs.
also automatic.
Oh man, that's awesome. I want more clerks. Precinct houses. Oh my god, there's so much stuff here. So much stuff I can do. What do clerk jobs give you?
Special project
They're like
complete.
trade. They generate
I
electronics.
think, yeah, I think they might. Just read it.
They produce
Very
trade value
helpful.
and
Yeah,
amenities.
no, I was playing a spiritualist earlier, but I can't
Construction
remember.
Trade value and amenities.
System survey complete.
Ooh, found some more exotic gases.
Anomaly found.
Apparently in a very gassy part of the world. I mean,
That's
galaxy. I guess world in the royal sense.
But this makes some of the stations that do the nebula harvesting better now.
Oh, cool. I like the sound of
The
that.
spirits have granted
I
us
haven't.
new wisdom.
I mean, I had the tech in my other game, but I wasn't next to any nebulas. But it'd be interesting to see if they're not as bad.
That's a way to put it.
Well, they weren't very good
Construction
before.
complete.
Well, well, well.
Well.
Where did you say you were, Combat? You're like 3 o'clock, right?
Yep, right by the core.
Are you just to the left of the Oracle's Grave Nebula then?
I'm just a little south of that.
System
yes.
survey complete.
Got it. You're fairly far south, but I might try expanding in that direction.
I don't like how Fleet Manager, or rather Technology, is no longer F3, it's now Market.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
It is an interesting design decision. You've taken away something. Like, there should be a very good justification for doing that.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but Technology is more important than the Market.
Yeah, spoken like somebody who's not playing a Megacore.
I was playing the
Spoken like someone that doesn't play a lot of Sins of the Soul Empire, where you're just spamming that market button all day long.
What? The pirates are almost gonna raid? Bid 'em up.
Construction complete.
Oh, well, yeah, that too. Oh my god, yeah.
I haven't played Sins in a long time. It's not very stable on Windows 10.
I don't know, I play it all the time. I'm on Windows 10.
Yeah, it crashes on me a lot.
But I play Rebellion with heavily modded gameplay.
Construction complete. System survey complete.
Huh. Okay, so trade hub. Yeah, this is all very different. Trade hubs don't do what I want them to do anymore.
No, they collect trade goods in the area. They don't just generate.
Oh,
money.
I see. So this system, which is two-way, I can't collect trade goods until I upgrade
Construction complete.
Right.
another one of those. I see. Oh my gosh, how should we respond? One of my possible responses
spirits
is
have
love
granted
is
us
friendship
new
set to
wisdom.
music. That's perfect.
Oh god.
The befriending begins.
The
So the
Urgalok
error-
Archivists. They are obviously a fallen empire.
Hello, powered exoskeletons.
System survey
I think
complete.
Air got booted out.
Anomaly
He did.
I'm gonna
found.
move him back in.
Wow, that's funny, yeah. I hadn't heard from him. What are
I
mega
seconded it
forges,
earlier.
by the way? Are those interesting?
Mega forges?
Don't we already have something which turns
Oh,
minerals
that's an
into
upgrade
ally?
version.
Yeah, but it's like an upgrade to it that requires a specific resource to build.
Welcome back.
Everything Okay.
Only I care enough about you, Air.
Construction
I said
complete.
something. Tortuga just ignored me.
Wait, what?
Exactly.
I'm getting a lot of fuzz on that end. Is lightning saying something?
What in the world?
Hmm?
Oh, that's an interesting event.
Happened.
I found a system full of tomb worlds.
Oh, I think I've seen something like that
Anomaly
before.
So, super useful for you, right?
Guys, press F to pay respects.
Anomaly found.
I mean, I can't use them.
Maybe
So
one day
thank
you
you.
can terraform them.
I guess I can. I guess I could settle robots on them one day, but
You know, speaking of that, I had droids. I did not see an option to colonize with droids. I don't know if that's a bug or
Construction
if
complete.
I was missing something.
So where's my research now? Speaking of it not being
It's
F3.
Left
grouped
side.
up into one thing. It's to the right of your Unity. Mouse over it, it tells you your individual.
Oh, I thought you meant like the
What?
technology tab.
Oh yeah, I do want to know the technology tab.
There is no hotkey for it.
Yeah, there's no hotkey, but it's in the left.
It's underneath your fleet manager. So it's not
System
F11.
survey complete.
It's no hotkey at all.
Scientist who's not doing anything, that's not good.
System survey complete.
Yikes. the galaxy's most delicious aliens.
Oh! Well, that's good for me.
that's it.
Anomaly found.
I'm right next to the Marauders. Oh, no, no, it's combat one. Oh, God. You're white, so I thought you were Marauders.
That's a fair assumption. Yeah, you know. Thought that they were gonna give you a bunch of blankets and stuff. I understand.
But, they're over here anyway. They're just farther to the right.
Construction complete. Anomaly found.
So, who's gonna form the federation that we all unite under to win the game?
Construction complete.
I'm not worried about this enthusiasm.
The spirits have
I
granted
have
us
no idea
new
what
wisdom.
It's like Hearts of Iron. You've got to wait till everything's on fire before people want to join factions.
Oh no, there is a horde over there though.
Yeah,
I mean,
there
they're-
is.
Yeah.
Anomaly
Is the
found.
one that's going
Slightly
to
farther away.
One that'll just call you Dwamax all day.
Zoom tag.
The spirits have granted us new wisdom.
No, lightning dragon, don't build something there. That's my only way out that direction. You should let me have.
And so it begins.
Damn it.
Alright, war, countdown to war in 3, 2, 1.
You got my hopes up for nothing.
My people will remember this lightning dragon.
Oh, yeah, you can no longer colonize with droids. That's a huge nerf to robots. Wow, okay.
Still NASA.
Huh. So, I can't colonize anything till I can change things to Gaia worlds. Ouch.
Oh my gosh.
Anomaly found.
There must be some kind of balancing that makes that not horrible, right?
Not sure. From what I've been reading, robots are way more expensive to make now than they used to
Anomaly
be.
found.
Hmm.
So
Okay, I'm glad I didn't
feel
choose
like
the robotic people.
Yeah.
Aha. I don't know, I have this damn system right in the middle of my empire.
System survey
Dark matter
complete.
drawing.
System survey.
That's the only thing it
complete.
has in it too. It's just a resource I can't use until some godforsaken technology in the future.
The spirits
Hey,
have
we
granted us
have-
new wisdom.
Polo, I haven't. Sorry, this stupid Discord was covering my chat. We have.
Oops.
You can colonize, just cost more amenities from P Polo. Then we have Crawhan saying, "Hi Tortuga, love your Rule the Waves
Evading
vids.
heretics.
When I found your videos, I bought it. Because it's hard to find a game where you can design ships. Speaking of games you can design ships, you can also do that in what is it? Airships. That's the one.
Airships conquered the skies. You have a lot of trouble remembering that one.
It's that new video, that new series that really interesting channel was doing. They just started it.
And so the Cold War begins.
I mean, you could end it right now and make it a hot war.
That's true.
Well, I don't know anything about going to war in this version. Oh God.
Hey, hell.
War never changes.
Except all the time.
This is modern war.
Well, I feel like I'm probably the most isolated individual. For some reason, I can see the galactic Garathi regime, which is to your northwest, Leth. You can check it out on my stream.
Oh, yeah. That's interesting. Did they
Kurt
go
over
through a
asked,
wormhole or something?
is Zap leading your fleet, Tortuga?
Evading
All we need to do is keep sending people at them until the robots have reached their kill
System
limit,
survey
and they
complete.
shut down. That was that Brannigan, wasn't it?
Yes.
Keep throwing more at him.
It's
And
a
it was
valid
also-
strategy.
It was also Mom's very pacifist kill box.
The spirits have granted us new wisdom.
Very pacifist.
Those were against, yeah, exactly. Those were against moms. That's what I'm saying, man. You can't make... It's impossible.
There's an X. Not gonna be touching that anomaly for a long time.
You need to restart
10.
playing Stellaris 2 with the new expansion. Yeah, it's interesting, Crawhen. I was actually enjoying Stellaris a lot before this expansion came out. Okay, this might be a question more for Combat Wombat than anyone. I guess actually... Whoops. Lightning, you play a lot of games and probably have a good opinion on this. Everyone else doesn't, obviously. Sorry, Leth. No, but what are the top 4X space games of all time? If you were to play them now, even if you were to play not like so, I'm including Aurora 4X in my list, but I'm including it in the year 2018. So Masters of Orion, you have to take into account that it's now extremely dated.
Space Empires 4,
remake.
Space Empires 4, Space Empires 4, and Space Empires 4.
But that's just the same game. You just said the same game 4 times.
I think that's his point.
I would say Space Empires 4 Gold. I don't even know what the difference between that and the base game is, but that's the one I had, so... I probably didn't start playing it until like 5 years after it came out, so...
Yeah, so Gold was a standalone expansion that added drones and some other stuff. I don't remember. It's been like more than a decade.
First of all, I do agree with you. It's one... I would say it's on my top 5. It doesn't even make my number 1 overall, which is Aurora 4X. Which combat, if you played, would be your number 1 as well?
Lightning, you know the Xven Labs or whatever it is, Van Labs?
Ooh, Starflight. I don't know that one.
It's the pretty common event where it's like some
System
ancient
survey
species were
complete.
developing a weapon. We should go to their lab to get it, and it gives you like the fancy weapons tech when you do it.
Don't remember that one off the top of my head, but yeah.
Okay. Normally it spawns all the way on the other side of the galaxy, so you get to it late game. It actually spawned in my borders, so that's interesting.
Lucky.
So I'm curious to see what tech is going to give me this early in the game.
So what does a city district give you besides housing? A
It'll
clerk
give you a
job.
clerk job.
Construction
What is
complete.
clerks?
This is just... I need to learn this whole system. It is a lot.
So it does give a job. It gives a single job, which is a clerk.
And it wastes one of your 20 or whatever your planet size spots to do that, right?
Yep.
But
So
it also
basically
gives
you need...
a big chunk of housing.
Yeah, you need housing to build the buildings. Otherwise, your population only works in districts, which is like not really that great. Well, I guess necessary, but okay. I'm starting to piece this together. Why would you build a hydroponics farm if you can just build a agricultural district?
Should I say?
And what are manager jobs?
Well, for a megacore, a manager is a specific type of job. It gives
Anomaly
like
found.
what, Unity and amenities, I think.
See, I still don't know what these amenities are doing.
They make your people happy.
But I have...
It-
So does it
if
matter how many you have,
amenities-
or is it just make sure you're positive?
So, if you're the more positive are, you get an additional happiness bonus
Got it.
on top of it.
Okay, makes sense.
I think there are diminishing returns on that, but there's no it's not
The
bad
spirits have granted us new wisdom.
to have a high number of it.
So manager jobs are good. Let's get one of those.
Construction complete.
Please do not hire this guy. Please don't hire him. Okay. Did they hire the one I didn't want? They did! Yes! Amazing people. 25% chance to hire the worst one. And they did it. You've done it. Good job. This is why democracy is a terrible, terrible thing.
Okay, sure.
Anomaly found.
Which of the many forms of government that have been tried would you prefer?
I mean, in my current position, dictatorship.
You can't be... No, you have to be a little bit more precise than that. How's the ruler chosen exactly?
If they're me, they're the leader.
I see, so you've proclaimed yourself an immortal god emperor.
I mean, in a way. I'm like a mind leech who sucks on to the new leader.
So you're a brain slug.
Yeah, I'm a brain slug, basically. The brain slugs. All hail the Hypnotoad.
Construction complete. Construction complete. The spirits have granted us new wisdom.
So what's everyone's number 2 then? Still expansion, domination, harmony? Oh my god, there's just too many to choose. I just have never ever chosen domination in the first 4, and now I'm wondering if it is actually decent.
Well, domination is totally different now.
Yeah. So I hear.
It's pretty good. Extra worker security, more worker production, more housing, governor leaders, ruler leader, cap level. It's good. It's good now. It's gone from like the worst to, I'd say, in the top 3, maybe.
I would like to cancel the purchase of this. Thank you. Oh, my consumer goods are going down. Alright, so how do you build consumer goods?
You build a civilian industry
Anomaly found.
or some other thing that supplies artisan jobs.
I think civilian industry is the only way to get it.
No, there are others. I just saw a tech a while ago that I didn't pick it, but there was one that it gave how many? Gave like 3 artisan jobs?
Was it the upgrade version or?
No, it's a different thing completely.
It's a ruler of a policy can basically back
Construction
artists
complete.
to create great works for them.
The spirits have
Person invests in
granted us
big-
new wisdom.
Financial enterprises. In what ways does not like Renaissance Italy? Not quite Kurtover, it's more like a bad monarch. You can have dictatorships that are moderated. See the Republic of Venice.
Construction complete.
It's a
System
doge quite a number of
survey
issues
complete.
there. Not sure whose game it is, but I can hear one of your games playing by the way, guys.
Might be me.
Starflight. Oh my gosh, Starflight is from 1986? Holy cow. My goodness.
Yeah, you old person.
Good old Kurt
System
Over.
survey complete.
Dictatorship is putting all your eggs in one basket. Bag dictator and you're screwed. And it usually does work out that way since power corrupts and all that.
Especially when Tortuga's in charge.
Anomaly
Oh, I found another people. They are just like me.
Anomaly found.
What? See?
Anomaly found.
Oh man.
Class.
Jeez, I can't expand that way now though. Damn you.
come in.
The spirits have granted us new wisdom.
Wow. Okay.
Damn it.
Construction complete.
Ah, my amenities are negative now too.
Everything's falling apart for Tortuga.
It actually is not going well. Things are starting to turn red.
Anomaly found.
Being an evil, exploitative, capitalist monopoly company could be so difficult.
Yeah, that sounds like commie talk to me.
Construction complete.
I can declare martial law. What is this, France?
Ouch.
The thing is, you're trying to make money during peacetime in a game that advocates making money during a war.
I don't know, the game also does a pretty good job of making money during peacetime.
Probably better, actually.
Yeah.
Tortugaville is starting to sound like a not nice place. What are you talking about, Kurt? Finnish says actually it's
like
Ukraine. Martial law, that's right. They actually did.
Which is actually not much of a laughing matter for being serious. Kind of scary, actually.
I was thinking about this. I don't know why, it's just, I don't know, something to entertain my thoughts. What would happen if in this China trying to, you know, say that they own this sea, what if happens if in this, you know, game of chicken, neither one yields and there's a collision and, you know, hundreds of people on both sides die? I'm just like 99% sure that we don't go to war. I mean, but the 1% alternative is horrifying.
Use companies to go and use propaganda, internal propaganda and propaganda to other peoples and so on, and basically just rally more patriotism and more building of.
The spirits have granted us
So the
new
Cold War will just
wisdom.
intensify.
We're on to some very cheerful discussions here now, folks.
Maximal darker.
I'm just a realist, Leth.
Uh-huh.
Tortuga is entirely
Anomaly
real.
found.
He is not a complex individual.
Wow. I guess that's a way to put it. Let's chat you.
No,
How do I get to
Anomaly
this?
found.
Damn it. Stop finding anomalies.
Anomaly found.
Anomalies are not particularly anomalous these days. Or common.
Get your
No, maybe
fancy
it's not-
logic out of here, boy. We don't need your learned types around here.
Okay, listen, if you're going to do that, could you at least try and put on a British accent? It is
No.
Britain that vote say that they have had enough of experts.
What?
Theoden, care to...
I don't even know where that comment comes from.
Go on.
I could go on for like hours on that, so I'm just gonna put a pin in that.
Look at, we're allowed
I
to
love-
we're allowed to fire shots at Russia and China, but I don't know why suddenly UK is being thrown into the bus.
Well, I just during my friendship with Sionin, I've enjoyed during the entire Brexit process, like every week, meeting him and be like, "So, how's that going over there?" And he'd just be like, "Shut up."
Look at the thing I find most entertaining about this whole issue is that Brexit sounds a lot like breakfast.
The joke has been made.
My favourite thing of the entire Brexit thing was after it happened, so many American people just gave us so much shit, and then Trump happened. Then they were like, "Don't mention anything."
Survey
There's
complete.
an amusing picture somebody put up of a sign outside a pub saying that this was in 2016 after the Brexit vote.
Anomaly
Britain and
found.
America were having a competition to see who could be more insane. Britain is currently in the lead, but America still has its trump card.
Ha ha.
Saw it coming.
I hate you.
The spirits have granted us new
That
That's
wisdom.
a horrible joke.
I didn't come up with it.
Complete.
Dude,
I
you
mean-
just said it, so now it's you're partially responsible.
Choose
Yeah,
message.
finish feels my pain. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, if I can inflict this bit of
That's
discomfort.
like I didn't make the anthrax, I just delivered it.
Finish says yay political discussions. Exactly. Exactly. When do we get into this?
Look, you've.
Oh, Katori's here! Oh my gosh! Katori, did I get this straight? I know your brother's actually serving on a submarine, I think, but are you also serving on a submarine or just also in the Navy?
Hey yo.
Kurt says, waiting for Tortuga to periscope, identify a Japanese merchant in cold waters, and then ram it with the Seawolf.
System survey complete.
You know what's really funny is I'm already starting to... Katori's here with his brother Gaskin, I think, yes. Anyway, I just started to record the 1968 campaign for Cold Waters because I'm expecting, my wife I should say, and I are expecting a child in like the next 3 weeks, so I'm not going to be around for a while. I'm trying to stock up on recordings. Anyway, so in the 1968 campaign, the American subs honestly are better off ramming ships than using their torpedoes.
I can't help but wonder if there might be some user error involved in that, though.
No, this episode is not going to air and see the light of day, so I can just explain what happened and with one of them. One of the missions, I fired a Mark 37, I think they are. They're really slow guided torpedoes back in the 1968s.
Evading heretics.
I fired it at a Riga, and it's pursuing, and the Riga's slowly outpacing it. So then I launched some Mark 16s, yes, the same Mark 16s that are ancient, unguided. I put 3, and one of them goes under the bow, under the keel. It doesn't detonate by magnetic detection. It just went right by it. You can't win. The torpedoes, which are faster than the ship, go underneath it, and the torpedoes, which can actually, are guided, are too slow.
This is why you like dangerous watches, because the torpedoes actually work.
Well, the torpedoes work in all the other campaign modes. It's just the 1968 missions are difficult.
Can you change the settings of all of these
System
torpedoes
survey
as to when they'll explode and so on?
Katori says the Cold Waters doesn't support straight fire torpedoes very well. Yeah, if you're gonna do straight fire torpedoes, then give me the old Silent Hunter 3.
Just use a shift caliber.
Okay, I have a timed mission.
Power torpedoes use rockets.
What are you doing? Go do this mission immediately.
I don't know, I think Tortuga is really a fan of grenades from what I've seen of his airship series.
So somebody was saying that I'm abusing the AI, but my problem with that is if you build boarding ships, you're abusing the AI. If you build long-range cannons, you're abusing the AI. You can't really do anything in that game. The AI is just not... It's not going to keep pace no matter what you do.
No. Hey, Lightning, did you like the trade agreement there?
I accepted it.
You're getting
Anomaly
3
found.
energy credits of income from it, and almost 1 point of unity from it.
Oh, that's cool.
From you, I'm getting like,
Construction
it was like
complete.
0.2 energy credits and 0.3 unity, something like that. So, you're getting a lot more out of this than I am, but...
That's surprising. Why is that?
Ooh, Stellaris
I don't
seems to
know.
be turning into civilization.
Well, I think the trade thing is
Construction
I think it's because it's based on trade routes, and I think I have more trade going on right now.
That is true. You do.
So
Is there anything? Oh man, I got the lost amiibo that I just feel bad because you can't add it to your fleet. It's a separate fleet for eternity.
Just eat it.
System
Turn it into
survey
biomatter.
complete.
Yes, we will order a dissection. I probably wouldn't do this normally, but
You
System
monster.
survey complete.
whoa, oh god.
What happened?
nothing good from sound, but
I reached the edge of the galaxy. I'd send my fleet like God knows how far.
I have a nice little, I found a nice little tail of systems that doesn't connect to anything else but my empire. So I was able to carve myself out a little corner over here.
That's nice.
Yeah, doesn't happen.
Oh,
often,
Combat
but it
Wombat,
does
I got your message. I can't go to war with him yet.
Look at fleet.
Katori says the Mark 37s don't like homing
Oh,
on surface
whoa.
ships. Yeah, but I just wire guide them. And I literally have to wire guide them. They will go under the keel as well. So it makes the 1968 campaign kind of a...
Special project.
What
Weird
in
thing.
the world? Lightning, where did this
System survey
big
complete.
faction come from right next to me?
What faction?
The Craxus Corporate Alliance just spawned out of existence right next to me.
I don't see it, so I don't know.
Construction
Do
complete.
communications with me. I can see it.
Yeah, it's trade deal,
Oh.
right?
What's in service?
They just like spawned here.
Whoa! I flew through their territory.
Yeah.
They're
It might
peaceful
have become
traders.
their territory after you flew through it.
Can I change my mind? This Lost Juvenile, it's just following my science ship around, and I feel bad just slaughtering it. Is there an option to just say I want to
no.
just live peacefully with it now?
Oh, we're not gonna be friends with these people because they're about to block me in with a starbase.
That's not
They
very nice.
beeline towards
Anomaly
that
found.
system that they're building right now. So I'm gonna have to go to war with them. I
System
think.
survey complete.
Again. Again! Tortuga, why does this keep happening to me?
I think his random world generator is not so random.
Look, I didn't have like all that great of luck with EU4 last night.
What did you try playing as?
I think it's because we're streaming. I should just not be a part of your streams anymore. Every time I end up in this situation.
See, this is what I need. I need a champion like Katori on my side who says every single player game is abusing the AI. I don't even really think it's abusing an AI if it's single player. Because you're just playing the game a different way. I mean, what's a game supposed to be for? For following the rules or for having fun? I don't know. You can choose, but for me it's like I want to play the game the way I want to play it.
Oh,
Dead
The
scientist. No! That
next-
was the good scientist. Why did that
Anomaly
one have
found.
to die?
Construction
I feel kind of
complete.
bad saying that to these guys because they're pacifists. I'm like,
I have some very hostile pacifists right next to me.
I told mine, like, I broke my research agreement with them and everything, and they're like, "But why?" And I'm like, I'm sorry! You took my, you forward settled me Civ style. You doomed yourself. Their own
Just federate
fault.
with them. Federate with them, come on.
I would like to, but the problem is they're blocking any future expansion for the next hundreds of years if I do it that way.
Oh, wait, hang on. Get open borders, go to the other side, and block them in.
It costs way more influence to build a station that isn't directly connected.
God damn it.
I'd rather just go to war than waste influence points
Heretic
like that.
fleet engaged.
Oh, SpaghettiOs.
Oh, Daniel's not in a good situation, it sounds like.
Well, I'm gonna be building a very fortified
complete.
starbase.
Uh-huh.
I found some fanatical purifiers.
Yeah, those aren't fun,
Sure.
are they?
They're
We are
scary.
spreading our faith to a new world. Special
It's a good
project
point,
complete.
Kurtover. That is a very good point about games, and that's one of the reasons why I don't like Civilization as a series.
What?
So I was saying it's about how you feel a game achieves balance in single player by tilting things against you. Whether the opposition has to follow the same rules you do or don't. And the counter example I was giving in
Oh, Zephion's here.
the AI
Oh my gosh, I haven't seen
Partly.
Zephion in forever.
Construction
Sorry to interrupt there.
complete.
Just got very excited. I was thinking of streaming this myself in a bit. But we can pass on the baton to you. I'm no expert, so.
Stellaris series?
Then Kurtover says, well, it's also how you feel about a game achieving quote-unquote balance in single player by simply tilting things against you. I see. You're responding air to Kurt's comment, I think. Or whether the opposition
Yeah.
has to follow the same rules you do. Yeah, I mean, so when an AI get a bonus, I think it's necessary in some games, unfortunately, but it's always... I think most people dislike that when you have to, like, crutch the AI to make them a challenge. With all this, I mean, machine learning is now a huge buzzword, and like that's where a lot of jobs are. So what we may see is better developed AI in the near future.
Well, there are many
System
directions which
survey
it's developing
complete.
currently. I wonder how well an AI can design a
The
game, though.
spirits have granted us
Because that's a
new
fair bit
wisdom.
more complicated than merely learning to play it.
I don't really care about game design. I just want them to play it better.
Bit time.
Crystal mines.
Nowadays, people have applied AI to all kinds of games. First foremost to try and basically learn how to learn them so well.
Construction
When we're
complete.
applying machine learning though to something like say Stellaris, so you've got so many different kinds of inputs and values and so on you have to balance.
The spirits have granted us new wisdom. System survey complete.
Curious as to how they train a network to do that. Well, it reminds me of an interesting development I did read about in AI that might help in general.
Which would be...
Something called transfer learning. What you do is you take a bunch of smaller tasks. Let's say you've got something big like let's say this game. Yeah, and within it you've got lots of smaller tasks you need to balance, right? You know, energy acquisition, that sort of thing. Well, what you can do is, effectively by training lots of small networks on those specific tasks,
Anomaly
you can then have
found.
an algorithm which sort of just create a bigger network by transferring some of the weights from the smaller networks over to it to sort of create a network that can do a sort of combined algorithm, if that makes sense. Let's say you had a problem that required that had several different stages. To be able to read numbers from a photograph and then count those numbers and then sort them or something.
I wonder if Sabouts is streaming this. What is Sabouts doing right now? Let's see if he can hot join.
The spirits
He can
have
hot join
granted
as
us
this
new wisdom. Construction
empire right next to me.
Construction complete.
Is it a hostile empire that you want to destroy?
No, no, no. I'm a mega corporation. I'm a pacifist. I'm not a mom pacifist. I'm a real pacifist.
Yeah, I'm next to a pacifist, and they declared me as a rival.
Well, nothing wrong with that.
That just means their heart is
So what do you
filled
think your
with
megacore
neutrality.
is most serene?
Anomaly found.
Sorry, what was that?
Who may?
Would you say that your playstyle as this megacore is going to be most serene and peaceful?
Oh,
I really doubt that. He's playing as evil mushrooms.
I am playing as very happy people. Look at it.
Evil mushrooms.
I think the point is I don't know what I'm doing yet. I have no idea what the right thing to do is, much less the...
And so your space Venice, and you're going to be backstabbing like Venice actually did. Okay, duly noted.
Yeah, that's basically correct.
Anomaly found.
I'm just fumbling
Never
my way
trust
through this game. Damn it. Damn you, Influence, you bested me again.
Do one again, Influence.
Yeah, but automatic exploration is not smart.
Construction
Just talk about why
complete.
you wanted it so badly earlier.
I do. I wish I had it earlier.
But he
It's
also
helping.
wishes he didn't have it.
It's helping with 2/3 of my scientists, except for one of them who's not doing the right thing. Hypnotoad selected Turtle Shroom Inc. Employee of the Kilo Cycle for the 20th time in a row. I don't know. For a time at least, Futurama was my favorite show in the world. The best show of all time.
Well, technically it's over, so...
I just mean, like, if I was to compare the enjoyment I got out of
System survey
anything,
complete.
at some point it was Futurama 1. But, man, boy, did they just... Oh, man, they just killed me. They redid it. I don't know what I'm not sure if I've seen all the episodes since they, like, relaunched it, but the way they made Fry always, like, such a hopeless romantic for Leela, and he never got her, and she just kept shrugging him off. It was heartbreaking.
Clearly haven't watched the whole series then.
Yeah. I mean, they were on. Okay, so maybe they changed it.
Don't spoil things.
It's part of the charm, though, too. I think I remember this one episode where, what's it, the one where he learns to play an instrument? Yeah.
Oh yeah, I love that.
Ah, it's the
Music
best.
is bad, and you should feel bad.
That one gets a lot. That quote gets a lot of play. They'll do. Your game is bad, and you should feel bad.
I need influence. My poor construction ships, they have nothing to do.
Anomaly found.
Okay, let me look at my empire size. Ooh! 96% empire cohesion. What's that all about?
You're snaking out too much. You probably have holes.
Where do
Yeah,
you
because I have the
check that?
Devil's Maw, which is a resource I can't even use.
Where do you check cohesion at?
Under the empire size. To the right of the rare minerals.
Oh, okay, I see.
It's nice that Unity doesn't really mean anything, so you have to create something else. Which means exactly the same thing.
Yeah, well, it's because they didn't want to call it... What do they call it in Civ?
Construction complete.
Combat. What is this called in... What are the tradition stuff called in Civ? Is it Unity? No.
System survey complete.
One of them is
I don't play anything after Civ 4, so...
It was in Civ 4. It was the victory you could get by just...
Culture victory.
Oh, culture victory.
Culture, yes. It used to be called Culture, but since Stellaris didn't want to call it Culture, they call it Unity.
System survey complete.
I kind of like it though.
Stellaris is just Civ in space, but a slightly better version.
Well, I mean, this is a lot. I don't... Every 4X game can just be called Civ whatever. Or you can call Civ Stellaris and the ground.
Saying in the sense that you get to choose where you put in your stations and so on and build up things from scratch like that. as opposed to say EU4, where a lot more is determined for you beforehand.
Where is that guy?
Since Stellaris is the better game.
Did they like up the number of hostiles, like neutral hostiles everywhere?
I don't think so.
No.
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 systems which are blocking me because of hostiles. Seems like a lot.
You don't have a fox blocking you.
Yeah, box block.
Kurt Over says low cohesion means your Marines are not eating enough crayons. More hyperlinks out of your territory, the less cohesion. Got it. I'm at 96%, which I guess is still decent enough. What's everyone's science at right now?
I have a plus 106 total.
132 total.
130.
Tortuga.
Oh, I was waiting for combat, but yeah, I have 158.
What was the question?
Okay, yeah, so I'm the worst. Got it.
You are the worst. You remember that.
That's fine.
I missed it. What was the question?
Oh, we were discussing what everyone's research was at.
26 here.
He
106?
wants to measure up.
126.
126, got it.
Yeah, so I am absolutely
Your Unity must be really high though,
The
because
spirits have
you know that whole
granted
thing
us
where you
new
got that
wisdom.
thing unlocked when I hadn't even gotten my third one.
Yeah, I'm at plus 40 Unity right now.
Whoa!
I'm only plus 37.
I'm at plus 31.
The spirits have granted us new wisdom.
It's strange. I don't, oh my god, I have unemployed people, and no amenities again. What the hell?
Incoming transmission.
Are you concerned about unemployment? What are you, some form of socialist?
How did you know? That was
Incoming
top secret
transmission.
information.
Your cover revealed.
Wait, I have
Anomaly found.
things coming in. Research agreement
System
proposal.
survey complete.
Who are you?
Who are you and why should I care?
What the hell? This is an AI.
They like you.
The AI that was next to me offered it.
Commercial pact invitation. That sounds great. That's probably something I should accept as a megacorp, right?
Indeed.
Yes.
They're a mega corporation as well. This is not going to go well.
Or it might go really well. You could make a whole bunch of money from each other.
Can you do that? I mean, I just thought the two mega corporations should compete.
Evading
You found Genoa.
heretics.
Yeah, that's appropriate. Yeah, nice.
Well, in that case, I'm just questioning who is France.
The galactic Garathi regime.
You probably haven't found them yet, because they'll take over Genoa eventually.
Well, Stellaris being Stellaris, this kind of feels like the downtime. I need to go get my soup.
Oh no.
Not the soup.
Anything but soup.
Yeah, it's delicious.
What is this,
Delicious
Frostpunk or something?
Yes. How did you know?
I'm just worried that my
little-
construction ships will... They don't have anything to do anyway while I'm away.
We're just a bit cool around here for some reason. And usually so.
Air, do you have Stellaris?
I do, but unfortunately not on this computer due to number of problems and yeah, I've not been able to play it much the past semester because yeah, past semester's been nuts.
Hmm. Are you in a penal colony?
I'm a postgraduate student.
It's about the same.
Construction complete.
Yeah. Postgraduate students or your
Construction
postdoc?
complete.
I know, postgraduate master's.
Oh, okay, so... Okay, yeah, I guess in the United States we call them different things. We call you either an undergrad or a grad. So you're a graduate
Yeah.
student.
Yeah.
Construction complete.
It's good as well. I'll start my doctorate at some point soon, but yeah. Penal colony is a decent summary.
Now, if I have another world and it has amenities, can they, like...
I don't think they share.
Damn it, because one has some and the other doesn't.
No, good trade. Are they a trade good?
No, consumer
No, you
goods
can't.
aren't as amenities, isn't.
No,
So you can
amenities per
produce a lot
planet.
of consumer goods on one planet so that you can get amenities wherever they're needed. But
System survey complete.
Oh my god, it's a lot of...
stockpile amenities like that.
I think I'm walled in. I don't think there's anywhere else I can go. That's not true at all, never mind. I have this whole arm. Has anybody played the game to like 2600? I'm sure somebody has, right?
Anomaly found.
Not today, I haven't, but other people have.
Not today. Has anybody ever done it? I haven't done it today, but you know, yesterday, the day before.
Well, I haven't done it on the new patch, but I have played up until like, 22 or 20, or rather 27 or something, way up there.
The spirits have granted us
28
new
even
wisdom.
maybe.
I'm still somewhat surprised that Stellaris has various victory conditions that let you end the game earlier rather than just
Special project complete.
as well as you can until the end.
Construction complete.
It's rather break the pattern, doesn't it?
Yeah, well,
Depends on the map size.
System
You compare it,
survey
say, to
complete.
Hearts of Iron 4, EU4, CK2. I mean, there's no end goal. You can conquer the world, you can still play on it as long as you like. Really here they went for civ-like victory conditions.
apparently I've encountered some curators.
Ah.
I don't know
I
where
missed
they
some
are.
comments in chat because Bouts was yelling at me. So, Kurt says, though you should want a level of unemployment as a megacorp in order to keep labor costs down, shouldn't you? That's a really good point. It shouldn't tax you or, give you any negative until you're like 10% unemployment.
Blissed fools.
That's a really good point.
Special project complete.
Boy, my scientists are lazy.
Make them assist research.
Even under automatic research, they don't do anything.
Dang it, I have pirates now.
So you get a pop-up about it, right? It's not something you need to
Yes.
patrol for until you get a pop-up?
I definitely got a pop-up.
Okay, good. Because I've just been ignoring it, so I'm glad to hear that I haven't
Counts
been doing something wrong.
Now I'm being raided by them. so I have to go deal with them now.
Oh, I found the trade routes or whatever.
Yeah.
The little arrow
But
button.
what? Trappist Barbarian? What the?
System survey
Oh, great,
complete.
good, cool.
Whatever. All right, I'll be right back. I'm just gonna mute myself. Keep going.
Look, everybody invade Tortuga's empire. Take it over now.
Oh, good, some fanatical purifiers.
Or?
What?
Fanatical
Is that
purifiers?
I don't think that's an oh good moment.
Not generally. God, these guys next to me, look,
Anomaly
Lightning, look at
found.
them. Look at the way
Oh,
they're
wow.
snaking.
Construction
They're
complete.
being really annoying. I mean, I can't imagine how far over their admin they must be right now, though. Holy crap.
Well, they got 3 planets and a whole bunch of territory, so they are probably
Anomaly
really close
found.
to the. Well, actually, I have a bonus to my admin cap, so they're probably above it by now. Yeah.
I mean, I'm over my limit right now.
Anomaly found. Construction complete.
Oh, Tortuga's got a lot of events. Maybe I should pause. So he gets back with his stupid soup.
That's fine.
Yep.
Alright, Skatori, get this party started.
You know, I don't like any of these people you've introduced me to.
No, they're not very nice, are they?
No.
Alrighty, I'm back. Went to my kitchen. Turns out a little crumb was left out and the ants have arrived.
Oh, yummy.
You want ants? That's how you get ants.
It's just impossible. I mean, just freaking impossible with a kid. And you can vacuum every day. They will find a way to put crumbs or something on the ground.
Deep fry
I
them
believe
and serve them like popcorn. They have a nice crunch.
No.
Anomaly found.
Talking about children?
I think he was talking about the ants, but either one's probably technically accurate.
I missed something. I guess it's my fault. It's my mind that went to the dark place.
Sounds like you have a...
And you're a flava on this. Shame on you. This game has clearly corrupted your mind, Tortuga.
No, I'm gonna go ahead and take a wild guess that Tortuga must have had thoughts about this before.
Eating children?
Yeah.
That's terrible.
I mean, you jumped to that conclusion awfully quickly. I'm just saying.
It's the
Sounds
way
like
it
you have
was
some
worded.
repressed desires going on there.
Kurtover, apparently in my absence, instigated a comment
The
party.
spirits have granted us new wisdom.
He's still out there making good points about unemployment, though. Can you perhaps give me somebody besides? No. Give me useless. I'm getting the most useless scientist this game.
Special project complete.
It happens.
After all that, I left my soup in the microwave, damn it.
Oh, Tortuga. What are we gonna do with you?
The countertop we have is that, like, pretend to be granite marble thing. And it's
Oh.
hard to actually see ants on it. So I put my soup down on the ants, and that's when I noticed them on my white bowl. And what are these?
Extra crunchy bits.
Actually, I didn't even say that.
Free protein.
Knew right away.
System survey complete.
I don't know. I feel like ants probably offer a very small amount of protein.
That's why you need to eat them in thousands.
Individually, yes.
Please don't eat thousands of ants.
Make sure they're not the
But you can say the
poisonous
same thing
ones.
about a grain of rice.
A very crunchy grain of rice.
Protein rice.
Mix the two together.
So I really
And fried
wish,
rice.
they had changed it so that assist research was a system option, not just a planet option that I have to click inside the system to do. Kind of a minor gripe, but
You have many of them.
I'm just saying, if you're making a move towards, it's impossible that nobody's thought of that before. Like, oh, why don't we just make this an option to do at the system level? Oh, I have unemployment. Okay, never mind. I'll stop griping for now, so I can solve this problem first. Oh God.
Sorry, would you
Construction
actually know
complete.
much about this? If so, could you please elaborate?
Does he have experience with eating ants?
The Pierce does.
Anomaly found.
Gonna
Of
go get
course.
my soup.
I wouldn't recommend that. Ants aren't normally very tasty. Connoisseur.
Anomaly found.
I respect his... Oh, not intentionally. Okay.
Oh,
That's fair. I mean, that's like when
I've had a moth fly
you go
in my
on
mouth
vacation
before.
with your family to the beach and you have peanut butter sandwiches and there's sand all in those sandwiches. You didn't deliberately go there to eat the sand, but it gets everywhere. So you're going to eat
but
sand in
sure.
your sandwich.
Okay, sorry, how are the ants prepared?
I imagine you could fry them. Cover them in butter.
Yeah, frying them would work.
You'd have to be
Start
really
having
careful though
returned.
not to burn them.
You will never guess what kind of soup I'm having. It doesn't have to do with ants, just to spoil those answers.
Also,
System survey complete.
Tradition 2 done.
I'm on tradition 3, so.
until
Aren't you guys all fancy?
Battle station,
science
Stellar
check is beset
Devourer.
by
Oh
enemies.
man, not again.
Command Sharkfin.
Hey, this Leviathan is awe-inspiring. Yeah, the fact that it killed my science ship. Amazing.
So,
Kind of soup are you having, Tortuga?
Oh,
a
boy.
Econo manufacturing company. Would you like any support for your war?
Not right now, but I'll get back to you on that in the future. We'll see how things go at the start. Basically, if I start screaming, then you'll know that I'm
survey complete.
in need of support.
When they're purging his pops, you'll know.
All you really need to do is just take that. I
One
can't pronounce
station.
that. Eurustelia or whatever.
I'm gonna hold on to this singularity station they have over here.
No, definitely, but you should also take the Istrelia or whatever. That's a better choke point.
Well, if I take this one, then I can go west and just take all this stuff to the west unopposed.
That's their only way out. So if you hold that system, they can't go anywhere.
Well, I'm not trying to take that from them. I don't really care about blocking them in. I'm just trying to not get blocked in myself.
So what do you do if you have a lot of energy, a lot of minerals, and you want to do something with it that's useful?
The spirits have granted us new
Build corvettes.
Buy things.
What do you buy though?
Battleships.
F3, where the old market used to be.
Oh, well, that's right. I need to go send my scientists to study their tech. Right. That's a thing. Tell me all of your secrets.
I think I'll go this way next. What? A Gaia world of size 13? That's not much of a Gaia world.
No, Gaia worlds tend to have good resources on them, though.
Yeah, they'll probably have a special resource, so it'll be worth it.
Oh, the soup, by the way, is a beef with vegetable barley. Or vegetable barley beef, or something like that.
Oh, that sounds nice.
Ah, it's delicious.
Is it more a stew then?
No, I would call it a soup.
Sound good though. Must be music to your ears.
Let's see who they vote. Can they just try not to elect this guy? Anybody but Gallus Apellius. No, anybody but Paulus Petita. Oh man, they just gave me really shit leaders. These guys all suck. Okay, they gave me somebody who's not terrible. Alright, so this is interesting. I mean, in my head, I just came up with some stuff we can talk about that is interesting.
Okay.
We moved on from politics. We can go to one of these categories. Oh, we forgot to finish up, or I should say, I forgot to finish up. I wanted to hear a little bit more about people's top 5 4X space games of all time. Oh, we are not going to get along, I'm sorry. That's to the people I just discovered.
Oh.
Left, who's you? Who is you? What are your... What are yours? What are your picks?
Oh, my picks?
Yeah.
The thing is that I don't have very much experience with some of the games that I believe people that are more experienced than me would say are better games.
Oh, you know what? Doesn't matter. Just you don't have to. You can abstain from voting if you prefer, but I don't think anybody's gonna judge you too harshly for your choices. Yeah, we might, but at least behind your back at first.
Thanks, guys. That's what everyone wants to hear. Don't worry, we'll only talk behind your back.
It's okay, I'll talk to your face.
technically none of you are speaking behind each other's backs or to each other's faces.
Oh god, that's the worst thing. My science ship guy got elected as my leader.
Oh.
Now I have a skill. Now I have a skill 6 leader, but I would prefer it was my skill 6 scientist.
Rare planetary features. Huh. So is it true you're just supposed to specialize planets?
You can, and you can't. I mean,
Construction
later on in the game,
complete.
you're probably going to want to specialize, but in the beginning, it's just kind of whatever your empire
Construction
needs,
complete.
you make it. And with you being limited by how big your empire is, you're probably not going to want to go too crazy with planets, because you'll go over your cap and then you will suffer.
You will suffer.
I heard it in the Star Wars Emperor's voice too.
Yeah.
The spirits have
You
granted us
will
new
suffer.
wisdom.
Wow, it's left.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry. I feel
Kurt says it's hard for him to select top 5 because he's only played like 3.
Why are you thinking?
Look, here.
Why
I
are you
can
thinking?
I can engage us with this witty comment. Reach for the Stars was one of the most underrated 4X games of all time.
Construction complete.
It wasn't witty, I guess. It wasn't witty at all. It was just an opinion. But a damn good one.
Construction complete.
I got Beauregard, my pet amoeba, killed. Good job, guys.
Come on. There we go. Oh, construction ship. That explains it. Damn it. Research. This is pretty interesting. I don't really fully understand. There's too many resources now. I don't really know how to keep track of all of them. There's 4 important ones. Counting Unity and research not as resources, but something else.
Construction complete.
Wasn't someone saying they were waiting for a tech for administrative stuff?
I was saying that for my private game that I was playing earlier.
You said you had never encountered it?
I got it eventually.
Okay.
Made a big difference. But it's not a early game. Even if, it's like it's maybe the mid-game tech.
Yeah, I just got one. Finished it off.
I didn't get him until a little way late.
You know what I hate most about this Empire that didn't expand, but cut me off at the pass? Is they didn't continue to expand. Oh wait, what the hell am I doing? I can still expand there. God damn it. I'm an idiot. And I blame everyone in chat for not mentioning it to me. Dennis, oh, Strategia's up. It's either early morning or it's late. Take care, Katori. Strategia says, for me, Space Empires 4 definitely belongs on that list. I didn't play Aurora 4X a whole lot, but I'd still count it. Sword of the Stars was fun. I think he means Sword of the Stars 2. And then Fragile
Isn't that
Allegiance.
the one that's bad?
Don't know what you're talking about. Strat swears by Sword of the Stars 2. He said that if he was to be stranded on a deserted island with only one game to play, that would be it. That's a good question. What would be your one game to take? Mine might actually be something like EU4 because it just gives you so much replayability.
Depends on if you have online or not.
You don't.
Oh,
No online. You're on a deserted island.
Special
No
project
communication. Otherwise, you
complete.
just tell people, "Hey, I'm stuck on this island. Come get me." Ah! How do I sell stuff?
in the market.
You can sell stuff on the market. This is
Yep.
great. So I can sell a lot of minerals for a lot of energy. Wait, how do I buy stuff though?
You just click on the other side.
Is everything through energy?
Yeah.
Oh, got it. I don't need anything though. Oops. Oh shit! I did the wrong way. Can I undo?
Nope.
That's lame. Whatever.
Our ships have been improved.
It's just like Tortuga to do that.
It is a very true.
Strat says Sword of the Stars 2 is the Fortnite of 4X games. Leth, what would your one game be?
My one game.
One game. You have one game to take to a deserted island.
Any game?
Any game, but it's the only game you're going to play for the rest of your life.
Oh, EU4, hands down.
Oh, okay. I think that's a good choice. That might even be mine, even though it's not my favorite Paradox game.
There's just so much replay value to it.
Yeah.
Spirits have
It's,
granted
were
us
you
new
listening?
wisdom.
That's exactly what I just said.
Yeah. No, I wasn't actually. 'Cause
I guess not. Okay, Lightning, what's yours?
I don't know if I could pick. Not on short notice.
Okay, you don't have any games then. You go to the island without anything.
This is a good question.
There, what's your choice?
Talking strictly computer games?
Not necessarily.
Let's say no.
I'd probably say. Well, if we're talking games with computers, I'd probably say Kerbal Space Program.
It's a good choice.
Which one? Kerbal Space Program? Kurt Over said EU4 as well. He also suggested Heartspire 3 since you actually have time to work over the Soviet order of battle.
Oh.
It's kind of true. I mean, Heartspire 3 was probably my answer before I really... I think when... Heartspire 3 was my answer before EU4 came out. Over EU3, I believe. What? Why does this guy have
Good
crime? This effer.
Do you have a preferred nation in U4? A nation you like playing in particular?
In EU4? God, there's a lot of I don't really have a favorite. I have favorites. You know, there's a lot of countries I really
Damn
like
it!
playing. It just depends on my mood.
Damn it! They took the system I was going for. If I had just noticed that there was a trade, I'm like, this is the stupidest game. We're not playing this game again, Leth. You can delete the save when we're done.
Nope.
Suga? Do
You
have
just
a
have to go
nation
to war with them, like I went to war with my neighbor for the same reason.
We're both peace-loving megacorps.
Yeah, well, My neighbor's a pacifist, and I declared war on them. I don't.
Well, just because they're pacifists doesn't mean that you are.
Listen,
They forward settled me. That's the worst crime you can commit in a 4X game. The penalty is death.
in real life, we had.
Well, that doesn't bode well for Lightning then. I guess Combat Wombat's probably planning his extinction.
Most likely.
Probably.
The apostates are after our
Yeah,
Oh man, space piracy. Aw, Mom, I don't want space piracy.
Too bad. Now eat your vegetables.
Kurt also said that KSB is also a good choice. I don't think I'm going to get to this time of event in time. Which means that I sent a fleet there, which took them like a year to go, and they're going to miss it in like the last 10 days.
Oof.
Yes, I did it. Victory is mine. It's a very
How come they
early
don't
game
have
war.
the timer anymore to like getting to the event? It doesn't say when he's going to arrive there.
It should?
Yeah, it doesn't. I mean, okay, look at the stream. Moving to the system. No day... Oh, never mind, it does. Oh my god, he's gonna miss it by 50 days. Fuck.
mining station martyred.
Paradox Games are out to get me.
They are.
This
I'm glad
Pesto
you
project failed. As he entered the system, he didn't get there in time. Oh my god. I hate this game. I hate it.
You need to take your most serene republic and declare war.
I
Something
do, but
spectacular.
I don't trust myself because I don't know the game mechanics well enough. That's why I went pacifist.
Superior numbers.
Have you laid any claims on their systems?
Ah man, my scientists are just dropping dead like flies. Another one bites the dust.
If you recruit the youngest scientists you could, they should be about the same
Construction
age, which makes sense that they'd all die about the same time.
Alright, now I just gotta sit back and do nothing for a while.
Okay, who's researching?
Wow, people in the galaxy really hate science.
Yeah, I hate this. Why is the tech tree so hard to find now? Damn it. I sent a level 1 to research a level 10 to say anomaly. Good luck, fella. See you. He'll probably die
Damn
before
it.
he finishes.
Give me your population, Lightning!
Sorry, I right-click a lot of things. I saw it right as I clicked it. You,
I want them to live on my fancy Gaia world.
You want my Foxy people?
Yes.
Send it again, I'll accept.
I can't give them ear scratches if they're all the way over there. Thank you.
Oh, and now you're gonna colonize with my people?
No, that would. I mean, that would be a future plan, but I need a lot of them before I can do that. So.
Don't you have a couple, like a water world somewhere? I thought I saw one. You have a continental.
Yeah, I got continentals, Arctic, Alpine.
Oh,
two
that's
worlds.
nice of you. That's really nice.
What?
I've been player maraudered.
Oh. Not my fault.
No, it's not.
What? You guys are at war? Combat?
No. I hired the super powerful marauders to come destroy me.
Ow, that could have been anyone.
No.
You mean the AI doesn't do that to people?
They do, but it said something else.
I can't imagine who it could be then.
I mean, I'm just trying to get to the bottom of this. What did it say, Lightning?
I clicked off of it, but it said something, you've been hired to kill you.
And you're saying the AI doesn't hire them?
The AI is less likely to hire than they used to be because they used to spam it like crazy.
So you're saying you don't know who it was?
I have a
Basically,
very likely idea.
Yeah, okay. I mean, we all know who it was. I'm just just trying to get you to admit that we can't be certain.
Of being a Dwemek.
Oh man, exotic gas refineries. See, I want to do that, but I'm negative on F and amenities, which are the stupidest thing that...
You really struggle saying it.
Amenities?
There you go. Ring world encountered. What? Oh, I found the refuge place.
This reminds me of
Oh,
something.
pirates.
The sanctuary. Yeah, here we go. Sanctuary ring world. That's always a cool one to find. Not touching that for a long time though.
Oh, wow.
You know, with its like 30,000 fleet over there. That's that'll be for another day.
The one problem is I would like to have observer mode so I could actually see all the what everyone's doing in their neck of the woods.
It's funny because you've seen people that are literally like 10 systems away from me, but you don't.
I don't understand that. How did I get these guys?
I don't know.
Construction complete.
Everything happening here reminds me of a certain sketch I saw on Civ 6, so I'm just gonna link that in the comments here. And I'll put it in Discord as well.
Robot assembly plant time. Gonna build some robots.
Lots of amenities. We'll have all the amenities.
Damn it.
I love robots.
I finally broke down my robot production facility in my single-player game because they weren't worth it.
Boo.
I think they don't need like amenities or consumer goods or anything, so they're beneficial in that way. But
The spirits have granted us new wisdom.
my population was just way too big, so there was problems.
Oh, that's totally garbage.
I am one size over my admin cap now.
Wait, what the hell? I have a materials research in my physics. Excuse me, sir, you have your engineering in my physics? How did this
That sounds
happen?
inappropriate. You may have hired them without realizing.
No. I mean, the technology I can research for my physics is materials and engineering tech.
Yes, sometimes that does happen.
Oh, I've never seen it before. This is actually
Yeah.
the first time I've ever seen it. Is it new with this patch? It must be. I just
Yeah.
assume I would have seen it before if it wasn't new with this patch. Damn it. Get back there.
There we go. Positive. Again.
AI just insulted me.
Oh, maybe it was them.
Usually they only send
The
it if they're
spirits have
bordering you.
granted us new wisdom. Construction complete.
Are there any foxes living on my planet yet? No.
Construction complete.
Lev, if you click on your planet and you go to the population, and you click on,
Ah! They're coming!
yeah, you should be able to click on the actual population and you can check which one you want to grow. Because only one can grow at a time.
Oh. I didn't know I didn't know. Okay. But yes! I have foxies coming in.
Yay!
Construction complete.
Because they're like, sweet, a Gaia world, I want to live there.
Screw this other place. It's about to get destroyed by pirates.
I hate that research is not an F button. I really hate it.
Uh-huh. It's really annoying. They shouldn't have changed it.
I keep trying to go back and I can't get there.
Since you're in there all the time.
Okay, you get assigned.
Robots, I don't know, robots seem worth it to me just because this allows you to have 2 population units growing at the same time on a planet.
If your population is like good at making money through like trade or research, I'd say yeah, it's probably worth it.
Okay, I see your point. I guess other people couldn't afford them right now. That's fair. Okay. I like them though. They still seem viable for my econo build. So that's good.
Yeah, they're not going to be garbage, but they're not going to be as, I think, useful as they used to be.
No, but I'd still like to have them.
I don't remember what traits I have on my thing. I think they're just really long-lived. Yep, that's all I have. Normally I would make them intelligent, but...
Judgment. Enforcers produce unity. Okay, just an enforcer upgrade.
Ah, too much crime.
Construction complete.
What did you expect? You've created a very wealthy merchant sector.
I expected them to obey.
You see, what
21% crime, that doesn't seem good at all.
you need to do
Okay,
is
Karl
you
Marx,
legalize
calm
crime.
down over there. Good lord.
Just legalize the crime and rename your city to London.
Ba-dum-ts.
I can't do this because I'm missing technology.
Construction complete.
Go on. Go on. All
Planning.
my cities have crime. Crime plus 25. Okay, well my corrupt governor is probably part of the problem. You're getting the boot. Crime minus 25. Yes. There we go. Put in the righteous.
So you're gonna drop crime by 50% by simply putting somebody else.
It's not really a percent, it's a raw number. And I don't really know what that number means, but there it
I thought it was
is.
percents of a base. Or am I thinking too much of other things?
So can you still determine what population gets put in a colony ship, Lightning?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Or maybe it's robot crime, where they're doing things like stealing vegetables and sending healthy salads to people.
Oh, the game finally gives me fusion reactors. Oh my god. That whole
I would
war,
rather
I
find-
had military tech I couldn't use because I didn't have enough power.
Construction
I wanted to make my
complete.
Corvettes torpedo ships, Lightning, but the game wouldn't let me.
I think I passed over a torpedo tech. I don't like torpedoes as much as missiles.
Oh, I love torpedo Corvettes.
I think I'm ready to make my preliminary determination on whether I think this is an improvement. I would say it's not. I think once I eventually get to know all the what I need to do, I need to figure out the new pattern of doing this and that. But I have to say, like right now, I don't have any joy managing my planet. It doesn't feel very rewarding.
Okay, let me put it this way, Tortuga. Think back to the last time you played Stellaris. Did you have any actual joy managing your planet then?
I wouldn't say I had more joy. I don't know if I wouldn't say I had less joy, but I had less tedium, and now it's a lot more tedium.
Fair enough, you're still learning how it works. Maybe it'll change when you get...
Yeah, that's true.
to know
Once
how
I
it
have like
works.
some mind-numbing algorithm to follow, that's true. But
That's
usually the
typically how it
discovery
works.
process is like the most exciting part, and I find this like just... I don't know. Okay, I want Combat Wombat's opinion.
Whoa, wow, okay.
Go!
It's like a side grade. They said it was gonna get rid of some of the micromanagement, but it really didn't.
Oh yeah, I definitely don't think it got rid of micromanagement. If anything, it increased it.
I think what they were after getting rid of was this serial upgrade clicking was their target.
Where all you do is go to your planet and click the upgrade
click
button
the yellow
40
arrow.
times.
Yeah.
That's what they were trying
Well,
to do.
you know, there's a lot of easier ways to get rid of that by having like an upgrade all, which I don't know why they never implemented.
Hey, there's Foxy's living on my planet now. Woo! My xenophiles are happy. Actually, no. I need 3 more before they get happy.
We'll just make sure you prioritize them moving in.
Yeah. So again, how do you actually?
It should be when you click on your planet and you go to population, you should have the option to click on the actual population, and it should bring up a side menu. I can't because I only have one race, and then they'll have like, you know, Foxy, and they'll have whatever the dwarf name is, like Lano or whatever. And you should have a little, there's like an any, and there's like a big check mark.
Seeing that anywhere.
Strat says there was a mod that automatically upgraded buildings when possible. Strat says the problem was that it would pick the first option available, so for buildings with multiple paths, like labs, you'd have to babysit them. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure something better could have been devised. It seems really simple to do that. If that's what they were going for in their change, is to like to end that. First of all, I like the idea of this. Basically, I really like the idea of having these resources and stuff, but when I click on my planet and I click on my buildings and I see this huge list and I'm wondering what do I build next, I don't know, I just don't have, it's not the same joy that I have in Aurora 4X, I guess. That's just, I'm trying to think of another game.
Well, obviously there are games that handle it better than Stellaris. But at the same time,
I'm trying to think.
There are things in Aurora 4X that I do not find entertaining.
I prefer,
so.
I greatly prefer, actually, I would say, I greatly, so far, and again, this impression should change. You're really defending it hard. Are you really enjoying the system,
No.
Leth? Or just playing
not really
devil's advocate?
It hard. It's more that I'm just trying to give it as much credit as I can.
Okay, playing
think
devil's
that's fair
advocate.
to it. Yeah.
Okay. Because I've played like Endless Space 2. I think Endless Space 2's building system is very simple, right? But it's enjoyable and it's simple. It's kind of like the tiles, maybe a little bit less like the tiles. More like the tiles than it's like this, but I enjoy that system much more than I enjoyed this one so far.
So I think there's a point to be made here in that I did not enjoy that. And similarly, I did not really like the tile system that Stellaris used. And so I think that comes to a very different, I think that's just a dividing point is the, I really don't like it in Galactic Civilization either. I hate plopping down the buildings in Gal Civ so much and then having to micromanage my upgrading of them. And like, every new planet I get, I have to do that all over again. I can't stand that, personally. And I think that's where our difference of opinion is going to lie.
Alright, sorry, I was doing research. So you're saying that what was the game that you said was the worst?
I really hate the planet management in Galactic Civilization 2 and 3. And again, that comes down to it being that sort of plop down buildings, come back, upgrade them all. Do that for every new planet you build. I find the tile system more tedious. But
I agree. I don't like the tile system enormously. It was just a little mini game. Wasn't one that I was amazed by, but it's just something I had to do to play the game. And I'm sure that that's their motivation for getting rid of it, that they didn't want people to be like, oh, well, I have to do it to play the game.
Well, one thing I'm really liking about this system for me is that I can build a couple districts and then I can just leave it for a while because the population's slowly going to grow and the people are going to file into the jobs and I don't have to constantly go back and see.
But you can do the same thing with the tile system, though.
Yeah and no, because...
Okay, I'm curious why no. I think it's exactly the same.
For one thing, there's only, like, maximum of 25 tiles on a planet, right? So every time a new population comes in, I have to have a building prepared for them. Whereas in this, I can build one building, and that will satisfy my growing population for the next several years.
I'm not sure I see a difference.
Well, in the one situation, let's say I have a planet that I've just colonized.
Construction
I go there
complete.
and I build the first agricultural farm. Then I come back, population's grown to 2. I need to quickly give that person a new building if I haven't already, because otherwise they're unemployed and they're just sitting there causing problems.
I know, but you were saying you like to be able to build buildings ahead of time, and then
yeah, but
you can do the same, right?
You can, but I have to build 25 buildings, and then after the first capital ship upgrade, the first capital upgrade where it goes from
you have to upgrade all of them.
That's upgrade
Let's
everything
pretend
again.
though that the upgrade thing, yeah, because that was obviously a flaw. I agree. I think that they just, if that was what they were trying to get rid of, I think they just could have programmed.
Even then, I
solution.
really dislike having. I don't like systems where I click and drag my population onto tiles. That's just a personal thing. I prefer a more abstract system where it's just population growing in the background.
It's more natural that way. I mean, it's more natural. Well, it's slightly more natural the way it is now.
It's still not perfect
because it's more of a continuum.
For it being more like Aurora 4X, where it's
actually a continuum.
Yeah, because I actually really like that about Aurora 4X.
Strat has some comments. I'm gonna read a few of them now. The problem was, okay, so this was, never mind. I skipped that comment. I already read it. I haven't played it yet, obviously, but it looks like I would enjoy this better than the old tile system, at least. The tile system had its upsides, but I always just felt obligated to do the standard farm, mine, reactor, lab, and shit, and only built special buildings on empty tiles. I had this one mod that I had a ton of planetary modifiers and a bunch of planetary wonders. By the way, this is also Finnish Jaeger's viewpoint. We should point out that he was talking about diversity of planets would be a really good thing, and that I think Xspheres even mentioned it as in the list of potential things that a 4X game should have is diversity of planets. Give each planet a really its own unique feel. Anyway, let's finish reading this. I had this one mod that I had a ton of planetary modifiers, improved it a whole lot, but even then most planets were just eh. This looks like it at least streamlines a lot of the tedium. Around the mid-game I also always fell behind on building stuff, just too much to keep track of, so half my pop was working bare resources. Yeah. Sounds like
that becomes more of an issue the more planets you own as well, for sure. Because if you're playing tall, the old tile system was more manageable, because you're just dealing with 1 or 2 planets. The problem was once you expanded beyond that, especially if you had sectors, because then the AI just had absolutely no idea what to do, and they would just ruin the planets you gave them.
So I really hated sectors. I think that, aren't they still in?
They are.
Special project complete.
In a way, there's a little less for them to screw up, because all they would have to do is just keep building districts, and that would be a functioning planet.
Yeah, but then they might build the wrong districts.
Well, no, because you can fill up to whatever the
Dynamax 20.
But isn't it you can build I can build up to 11 mining districts. Couldn't I build all 11 of those and then all 10 agriculture?
No, it's limited by your planet. Your planet max size is the max number of districts you can have.
25 districts.
Yes.
Construction complete.
But districts do more than the old tiles did.
What's your thoughts on that, Lightning?
I think it's better. I think it might need a couple little quality of life patches, but so far I think it's a better update.
The spirits have granted us new wisdom.
I guess hear the Tortuga brain right now. He's like, "You're gonna need to explain that further for me, Lightning."
No, I'm trying to, like, I feel like everyone's saying it's better. I think it's better than the tile system. What I'm trying to say is the amount of effort you have to put in. So I might still be saying I'm disagreeing, because the amount of time and effort you have to put into this one, like looking at the different options, it's more complicated, right? It's a lot less clear cut what you need to do. There's more resources to think about. There's more micromanagement, basically.
You know, I think I know one reason why you might feel that way. I have a suspicion a lot of us have played with mods that add a lot more buildings to the game. For example, I played with Ethos unique buildings and modifiers, and there's another one that changes it so that there's like 2 different food type buildings, one that you build on food producing tiles and one that you build on tiles that don't produce food naturally. So I end up with a huge list of different things I could build on each planet.
I played a mod that had like 20 extra resources and like 100 custom buildings.
Yeah, exactly.
That was a bit nuts.
Construction.
So
and you're saying that since you already were used to this...
In some ways, this is actually simpler than my normal modded playthroughs were.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah, maybe that's it.
I think that's just a difference of perspective.
Construction complete.
Haven't had to deal with that.
It's like, okay, so this system is better if the entire game, if Stellaris was nothing but this planet management, this new system is hands down better. What I'm saying is it also takes a lot more, and you have to invest a lot more time into like what you're gonna do. The tile system was just kind of brain dead stupid, right? It was very easy to understand. Okay, here's the only complicated decision you had to make is if you had a mineral and an energy on the same tile. Which one do you choose? It was like the only decision you had to make.
Time I'm playing Stellaris, there's a lot of just me setting it to the fastest speed and then just waiting for the next research to finish. And I'm actually happy that I have another thing I can fiddle with during peacetime, personally, because I get very bored playing Stellaris at some points. Because it's just not enough for me to do.
I see.
But that would probably change if I were more, say, warmongering. But I'm not, so I just sit around.
You're right. I mean, it does what they were, or somebody. I don't know if it was Paradox or maybe it was you or Leth or you Lightning who was saying that it gives you more to do in times of peace. Might have been Finish, versus like, I think it was Finish who was saying it gives you something to do when you're at peace versus the only thing you could do in the previous versions of Stellaris is like just build for war. So there's some truth in that. I could see how this would, if you don't have to worry about anything else, you could just look. And I think part of it is also just I haven't sat down and looked and figured out
construction complete.
What all the buildings are, what they do, and if I invest maybe like another hour of time, I'll enjoy it more.
I think that's a totally fair way to feel. I mean, yeah, sure.
There's a lot of new stuff, and I've been following the game and watching live streams of pre-release for a while. So it was not really new to me.
Maybe, but as Stellaris changes over time, it will favor very different play styles. I mean, beforehand it did favor war very, very heavily. I mean, how many games are there where if you have war and peace both as options, the peacetime it can be as interesting, if not more so.
Alright,
No, well, for one thing, I love being at peace in EU4. That's because I do a lot of development in EU4,
yeah,
so I just sit around.
I agree.
I'm like micromanaging which province I need to put more production points in. And I enjoy that. But
it took quite a while for EU to get to that kind of point.
Oh my god, yeah. Wow, yeah, big time.
I'm just saying Stellaris seems to be going through a similar transition currently.
That's probably fair.
The goal is to end up where you have a state with a military, rather than the Prussian system where you had a military that had a state. So I wonder if they'll allow that kind of playthrough to be maintained as well, for certain militaristic empires.
Yeah, I think that that's what
Construction complete.
ultimately, when I understand all the different buildings and resources
The
better,
spirits have
I know
granted
that
us
I'm going to come
new
up with like,
wisdom.
oh, this is like a good way of playing, and I'll be excited about it. I'm just a little surprised that my process of learning and like being wasn't exciting itself, which it normally is. I'm normally like, oh, this is so cool, look at all this stuff, but I don't feel like that right now.
How long have you played
Well,
this particular version for?
Well,
If
looks
nothing-
like
If nothing else, Tortuga, I'm sorry to hear that you're feeling disappointed. It's never
No,
a
no,
feeling
I'm
to have when
so
you.
happy. We're gonna hear a knock in a moment. There it is. Gonna have to call my stream to a close.
So,
Let me just pause real fast. Oh, actually, can you just take it down to normal? You guys can keep playing, but I'm gonna wrap the stream up here.
okay.
For good reason. Anyways, thanks for everyone watching. Thanks for Lath Lightning, Combat Wombat, Sionin. What, Sionin? You still there? You fall asleep.
No, I'm here.
Good. Glad to hear.
Out here in my dark region of space by myself.
Okay. Anyways, guys, gonna wrap the stream up. So thanks for joining, and we'll keep playing, but I'll just close the stream so I can let my daughter in. So thanks for watching. Until the next one, take care.